Hi guys, hope everyone is doing really well. Today's video is number 10, so I've completely run out of fingers now. There's no more words for me to go. This is the interesting tools number 10. There's certainly some interesting ones here, no doubt. So, excuse me, without further ado, let's get into it. So, I've seen these before, and they're quite rare and quite early, made by Y Timmins or something. Y Timmins Patent. They've got, this one's got the adjuster on the head, and then this one has got the adjuster in the middle. But very interesting wrenches and very early wrenches. We've got the book out on the previous one. This is the Y Timmins, and if you look here, you'll see Y Timmins patented and the date. So it's 1892 to 1906. They made these wrenches, so very early indeed, antique wrenches. And I thought that was quite a nice advert, kind of interesting, heavy duty toys or whatever. So they made very interesting items, and I thought it was kind of interesting. And they've got different adjusters. Now all these wrenches have very similar. This is a Victor, which is also in the book. And this one is also a very early example of a adjustable wrench. We've got a Peugeot Fairs wrench, and I'm sure I sent a double-headed one to Scoutcrafter with the same brand as that. Also a very early and quite a nice example of an adjustable wrench. Very interesting indeed. And it's got the Peugeot Lion, which they still have today on the cars in France. I'm guessing this is about 1890s to 1900. Very nice indeed. We've got this one, which really captured my imagination with it having that little bend on it. It's very rusted. It's a Knox & Co. Very rare again. Adjuster. I mean, they don't really work that well, these adjusters, the way they work, but they do, they're kind of interesting nonetheless. I mean, the design is fascinating. I mean, and do you think probably here, each one of these wrenches is about 100 years old. So there's 800 years of history in here. It's kind of interesting. This one's fascinating because it just looks like an ordinary wrench, King Dick wrench, but it's fascinating because it's got a flick out screwdriver, and I've never ever seen that before. It's got a flick out screwdriver and an adjustable wrench as well. How fascinating is that one? I've never seen that before with a flick out screwdriver. I mean, that's just amazing. So very clever add-on. A sales gimmick wrench, really cool. I don't know if anyone's ever seen one of those before. Put in the comment. I haven't. We've got the Howes Handy, which is another one of those wrenches, but this one's got like an offset of 30 degrees or something. Really kind of interesting. Nice design. What I really love about this wrench is the writing in the handle is absolutely amazing, and the fact that the actual wheel is brass as well. I think that's just absolutely fascinating. So I thought, wow. And this one is another French one, very interesting. And what's interesting about this one is has it got a patent applied for? It's got a little pin wrench at the end, like you have on the your angle grinder for unlocking the angle grinder, but you've got a small pin wrench, and then you've got I don't know how they could think that that was the best design, but isn't it beautiful nonetheless? I mean, just look at, it just makes me laugh, honestly. Some of the designs they had back in the day, I mean, they're so interesting, but very interesting indeed. So there's honestly, looking at my friend's collection, it amazes me the different designs there was, the different ways. I mean, they effectively are, those six are all the same in the way they work, but everyone's got a quirk different. I mean, this is on an angle, like that's relevant, and they made it brass, which is different. This has got the knurl screw inside the bottom jaw. This has got it way down on the jaw. This is at the top of the head with a threaded jaw. This is the same as this one, but this one's straight, well that one's offset. This one's at the top, kind of. This one's set in the middle of the head. I mean, it's like they I mean, the engineers must have gone, well, he's done that, let's do it in the head. You know, it just makes me laugh anyway. I just thought it's fascinating. I mean, some of these wrenches, they're really, really rare, really unusual. So I just thought it was a fascinating collection. I mean, he has probably about 5 or 6 times more than this. I mean, but he's been collecting for 60 years, and he's been to America maybe 20 or 30 times, and he's been going to all the fairs, all the auctions. You know, I mean, he was buying pre-eBay, so anything unusually bought, he probably paid very low prices for them when he bought them, but very interesting nonetheless. So now it gets to the time of which one do I like the most. And it's kind of hard because I absolutely love this flick out one. It's fabulous. I love the shape of this one. I think it's great. And I love all of them, really. I think they're all fantastic. And in a normal tool haul, each one of these would be the star normally. If you went to the car boot and you found that would be the best thing you would have bought on the car boot in the whole year, if you ever found something like that. The same for that one. If you found one, it would be the best you found all year. But I think I'm going to go for this one, the How Handy. I reckon that's American. Handy handle. I reckon that's American, but I can't be sure. But I just love the brass, and I love the angle, and I love the writing. I think it's fabulous. So put in the comments which one you like, and why. So you got the Victor, the Peugeot, the bent handle, the screwdriver. Shall we call that the weird one? You know, the Y Timmins. You know, there's lots and lots of ones you like there. So, all right, if you've got this far into the video, thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. Take care. Bye.